Okay, so I am currently on alpha build V28596. This was released in August, and it's still in the test branch right now. However, this glitch can be done on any versions before it. I believe it has to do with how the game determines where to put you when you die. It seems to give some sort of a no-clip state to push you back. I'm not exactly sure, but I've attempted it a few times and accidentally got in God mode and was able to fly around the map. So to actually attempt this glitch, you need at least one healing balm. It's better to have more just because you can heal upon arrival after taking so much damage. And I have revealed my map just to show I am on the first island right now. I haven't done any missions or anything. And you can go straight forward until you hit a checkpoint. If you don't hit a checkpoint, you'll go to the very end of the map and die. So I'm aiming near the end of the bridge right now, and I want to aim a little bit high just because sometimes you can no clip under the map if you don't aim a little bit higher. And the reason for aiming at the end of the bridge, or where the end of the bridge would be instead of the beginning, is because the checkpoint is at the end of the bridge, with exception to the final island where the checkpoint is at the front gate. So you can watch my inputs on the screen, and to perform the trick, you will hold forward, hold sprint, and mash F, which is my healing balm. You don't hold F because then it will instantly use the healing balm, but if you spam it, then the game thinks you're trying to use it while you're dying. So I'm just going to hold forward at this angle, and I'm going to spam F. Once I notice I've hit a load or a checkpoint, I'm going to let go of all inputs. Now, the checkpoint never visually came up, but I've just hit the encounter. And now I have reached the fourth island. Now, you can do the same thing with Appleholm or the fifth island, but it's a little bit different because the game has to put you into a certain state, I guess, for completion. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe the developers are aware of why, but you have to do an aim on the last island where you move your mouse during it, and it will kill you and put you back where you were, but it will remove all items. So just to show you, I'm kind of going to aim at the bridge like before, but once I'm falling, I'm going to turn my mouse horizontal like this. Like so. And still spam F. The game has loaded, and now it's going to set me back. But you'll notice it has stripped me of all items now. So if I go and do the same trick, it will then spawn me at Appleholm. I'm not exactly sure what value has triggered in the game, but it has determined that I'm ready to go to Appleholm and complete the game. It is aware that I've already made it to the island. I've hit the middle gate checkpoint, which is why it loaded. And so if I do it again, even without a healing balm, it is going to set me at Appleholm. And there we go. I've hit the Appleholm now entering checkpoint at the opening of the gate. Now, I do not have it on permadeath, which is one thing I forgot to mention, but without permadeath and second wind on, I've been able to make it all the way to Appleholm and complete the game. Another thing to note is the toxic gas is not here, and I'm able to continue on normally. This has allowed me to be able to beat the game in under 3 minutes. So this should definitely be fixed. Even myself as a speedrunner, I don't find something like this to be fun to speedrun, which I know the game's not developed to be speedran, but that's just kind of something I figured I'd share, and I can click escape and beat the game now. So I hope this video is helpful for maybe the developers. I will also write up kind of my findings. I've also had somebody else help me find some of this. And yeah, that's, I call this the checkpoint warp, but it's also kind of like super swimming. And yeah, I hope it can be fixed. Thanks.